They drove her, they drove him and the other guy past the wife, and she screamed out loud.
My correct people them no be smart, Nollywood act don't come out to come talk. All waiting shele with Junior Pope wife. My correct people them no be smart, Waiting do Junior Pope in family, in wife, in children is not a small thing. It's a great loss. If we were be Nigerians where we dey far, we dey cry like this. Tell me how in wife want to cry. Tell me how in children want to cry. No be small thing, my correct people them. Many people have been worried about the wife. But yeah, thank God say Nollywood actor Yakoleme don't come out, come give us updates on wetin bin shele that day where Junior Pope buy and how Junior Pope wife is faring. Now wow, my correct people them. This life true balance, so balance at all. See this happy family. Now kata just come like this once, and now Junior Pope, a loving father, don't just go yonder like that. It is well, oh my correct people them. It is well. Alright, to move, listen to the Nollywood actor. As all of them now, they don't turn storytellers. Everybody just they come, they talk story, they give their own account of what in the share, especially the upcoming actors them. Alright, make we listen.
So I got a call as I was leaving the airport from my brother. I said, have you heard from Junior Pope? I said, no. Yes, I spoke with him earlier. I said, but what do you mean? He said, someone called him and Junior Pope is dead. I said, no, it's not possible. I spoke with Junior Pope by 12 this afternoon. The next thing I called the wife. She peeked and she was tense, she was panicking. I said, okay, what did you hear? He said, famous, I just hope it's a joke. They just called me now. They told me that something happened to my husband. I know it's a joke. I said, okay, where are you now? She said she's somewhere around Obana Road. I said, where exactly? Look around you. Tell me anywhere you are. Just look anywhere. He said she's close to a particular place. And I said, okay, you know what? Wait for me at the front of McDonald's. So I even got there before her because I was speeding. Got to McDonald's with the guest I picked from the airport. And so I directed her how to park her car. She was driving recklessly. This woman was confused. She didn't know. Of course, now, somebody whose husband is all over the news, like how she would. So I told her to join me in my car. So we drove. We went straight to the scene. And so when we got to the place, and I got some persons to hold her, while I go close to the water to, find out. Because there was a very large crowd. When I say large crowd, a lot of people in that place. So I started, trying to create space, pushing people so I could get to the front and see what was going on. And on getting there, I saw one of the guys on the floor. They said that one was there, and JP was just lying beside him with their face covered with their singlets. And so they removed it, and I saw that it was JP. I was cold. Like my legs were shaking. I couldn't talk. So how do I go back to tell the wife? Because I was trying to convince her that it's not true, that the husband is still alive. She should calm down. So I told her to hold on. Let me go and check. She was crying and said she wanted to follow me. I said, no, hold on. The crowd is too much. So at first, how am I supposed to go back and tell this woman that something I've been giving her hope for all the while we're driving to the place, even getting there? How do I tell her that it's true? I was confused. I didn't know what to do. My eyes were bulging out. I was cold. I was shaking. I couldn't even cry. I didn't know how to feel. I didn't understand anything. And so they, turned him upside down. They turned him upside down, and they were shaking him. They said they had done the CPR and everything they could do, and he wasn't moving. But some facts. First, that other guy, his stomach was already strong, but JP's own was not. That guy was a little puffy, a little swollen, but JP was still normal, except at that time he already had, black lips. And I went back. They started saying that they need to they called the police to, get the bodies and all of that. So I think whether the police or, I don't know, someone came with a truck, they put their bodies in the truck, and then I was already back to the wife. Now this truck was, and I was convinced her that we should leave the place. Some persons told me to take her away, but she refused. And so they drove him and the other guy past the wife, and she screamed out loud. I could have showed you some of the videos, but I did not make any video that day. I couldn't make video. I didn't come there to make videos. It was on that day that I found out that 95% of the young people in this country are now content creators who create content with everything. There were some of the people I called. The major person that was calling me that day was Uju Okoli, but Uju was in Lagos. So we'll stop this video here for now. I beg, we'll continue another time. I thought I could just finish it though. I thought I could say everything, but let me just. At the point when they took the body and passed the wife, she started screaming, and from there they said we were going to a certain hospital. I didn't know the hospital. At the same time, I didn't want to take the wife there to the hospital. So I called the whiner. They tell her, say, I'm trying to make calls to know where they are. I don't really know where they are. I just try the whiner, make she know. Because she was forcing me. She said if I don't take her to where her husband is, that she's going to jump out of my car. So I was calling some Nollywood women. They go help me hold her now, because me, I be man. Not me go they hold woman when they cry. Most times when somebody by man will they console, men will they console the man, women will they console the woman. But some of these people, we finally got to the hospital. Some of the actors or Nollywood people where they call to help me hold the wife. If they come hospital, they go pass me. Go do video first. At the end of the day, I was still the one holding this woman until later on, one of her friends called me, Mrs. JMO. She called me and said, "Please, what's happening? Is it true?" So I started to bring Junior Pope's wife to her house. We got there, the woman joined us in the car and we went back to the hospital again. So I was still with her. They already took the guy to the. No, he didn't enter inside the motor because the motor attendant refused and said if he's going to stay here, he can only stay for only 3 days because he died in the water. So at that moment, Regina Daniel started calling me. Regina Daniel called me and said, "Where are you guys? What's happening? Is it true?" She was just crying and just, So me, I tell her, I say, "You hold yourself. Oh, I'm trying to see how I can hold this woman. So if I'm going to tell you where we are, if you are going to come here, you have to, arrange yourself so that it doesn't get worse for the wife." So it was difficult for Regina Daniel, but I directed her to the hospital, St. Joseph Hospital in Asaba. At this time, there was a large crowd, more than 500 persons in the hospital. And so Regina Daniel got there. Regina Daniel she came with her mom and a few other persons. I think they were the first set of people who came, and their focus first went to the wife. Every other person want to do video, every other person want to do many things so they will post later. I don't have, like I said in the previous video, I don't have videos for all of these things, because at that moment I don't even remember say camera ready for inside phone. So she was in my car, Regina Daniel and her mom, they were with her, consoling her, crying and praying with her and all of that. So while we were there, everyone, see, we had a larger percentage of illiterates in that hospital at that moment. Graduating there not plenty. People will get exposed minds, not plenty. People will be civilized, not plenty. And many people were not what I thought they were rather. Many people were not what I thought they were. Some people know, I don't go into all those details, because if I want to talk about those parts, I should say internet will break, but let's just leave it. Let's leave it like that. Because at the end of the day, for this entertainment industry, people they serve God, they very few. Very, very few. That day I felt like it was only myself. Though a few other persons there. While we're there, she now said she wants to see her husband, and her father refused. Some other persons agreed, some refused. Me, I was of the opinion that let her see her husband. At the end of the day, she goes to see him. If she don't see him today, she will see him tomorrow. She will see him next tomorrow. Before he's going to marry, she will see him. So she was crying and saying that she wants to talk to her husband. If she talks to her husband will wake up. Her husband will listen to her. So finally they agreed. We started walking towards where the husband was. Some Nollywood people intercepted and said no, she cannot see her husband, blah 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 blah. I'm like, why? Is this some form of tradition? What is your reason? Person husband, bye. Make you see your husband body now. At least make she rest, make she agree, say it don't happen. So they refused. After a while, they said okay, she can come now. We were going again, they intercepted her again and sent her back. This time around, Regina Daniel's mom was there and all those people, so they held her and said she has to see her husband. As we were approaching, the next thing we heard, Junior Pope is alive. Junior Pope is alive. JP is alive. One stupid boy was the one that started that news. Meanwhile, before then, Oni Michael was saying that he doesn't believe that Junior Pope is there. That we can do something, we can do this. He was just trying to come up with ideas. He said he doesn't believe JP is there. Blah 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 blah. So said even before they brought him out of the river, they said they brought one Babalawo that brought him out of the river. That the Babalawo said sun has gone down, so he cannot bring anybody from the river. But because Junior Pope is a celebrity, he will just try and do it so that fishes will not eat his body and all that. So that was why the man brought him out. So Only Michael was like, this guy is still alive. He believes that this guy is alive. We should try this, try that. So while we're there, one said, Pope is alive. He's alive. His hand was shaking. His body shook. And they saw him. His hand did like this. And the next thing, everyone rushed. This boy, can I get the phone? Let me have the phone. This boy that said that Junior Pope is alive, this boy was not even close to the. He was not close to the body. He was not even close. Junior Pope is alive. And he stood far as people were running towards the body. This boy was recording. He was recording. Like this was like it was like a you have like a prank us. You just like a prank us. Just the record. So the uncivilized people there, some started hitting him slippers. He's alive. We're hitting his leg, we're hitting his body, hitting him, using slippers to wipe this guy. We're hitting him. He's alive. Nobody could listen. Okay, let us like the crowd of people surrounding that truck were much. That's what I'm saying. I was not saying, hey, this guy is alive. Can we organize like a prayer chain? We're already in the hospital. Can the doctor come back and check him again? And for where 95% of the people there had the same opinion that he should be taken back to the river. That Babalawo that brought him out from the river. We got to finally brought him out because the driver of the truck was no longer around. Brought him out of the truck, put him into one Lexus. And as they were about leaving, the second guy who was the crew member, the crew members association or something like that, now refused and said this guy, the Junior Pope is not going anywhere. If we are going to leave their own person, like they're going to leave their person, Junior Pope is not going anywhere. They now carry the body of their own friend or their colleague, the crew member. They carried his own body and used it to block the gates. It was a huge drama that day. It was like film. They blocked the gates, so people now say, okay, start another car. They carry that other guy, put in the car, and they zoom. How do you move somebody? Let's assume Junior Pope's hand shook at that time. We'll assume say hand shake. So let's say hand shake. How do you move him from a hospital to Babalawo? How do you do that? Such ideas could have come from only a demon showing on the screen as an actor. How do you do that? Nobody listened to any of us. Everybody just did their mind. So because the people when they will say, okay, make doctor check out and let us be praying. People get our opinion not past 5. So how we're supposed to subdue those many other people? And so since they already left for the river, we had to follow them because his wife was with me. Regina Daniel's aides also joined my car, Regina Daniel, they moved, they just said I should stay in the front so that they'll follow me. So they followed me, we got to that place. They carried him straight to the Babalawo house is like up the hill. You had to climb. We got there. By the time we're getting there, over 1,000 people were there already. So I got there, they put him near a fire. The Babalawo, I think he called some other Babalawo to join him. They did blah blah blah, many things. I don't know how they do those things. Just laid him down there. I said another time again. That's it. I said his hand shook at that time. Came to that place again and said his hand he shake now, he don't move. Everyone started saying he's alive. And this boy immediately left. The next video this boy made, this thing was happening at Nebu Marine, Anam River. This boy made his next video at the DBS Road. Because if you check one of those videos, you will see the banner of my show, the billboard of my show. My billboard no dey Marine, my billboard dey DBS. The one showing in that boy's video, that DBS Road the day, front of just after First Empire, before House on the Rock Church. That one. Like, so this boy was making videos, giving reports of what was happening at the Babalawo house and at the hospital while he was on DBS Road. I can't remember the boy that very dark man was talking about. So I don't want to mention his name. I know go making case once anyway. So this guy now said, this guy was making video that he's alive. Everyone started posting he's alive. To the point that even the AGM president, without proper verification, posted that the young man was alive. Later on, he deleted the tweets or the stuff that he posted. So they tried all they could. Junior Pope did not wake up. There's a part of the story I can't say here anyway. There's one side of it that I cannot say. So that one is for it's too deep, but no Allah. They left that place. I took him back to the hospital you did not believe in. Went back to the hospital. The crowd, before they reached hospital, the crowd already did. At this point, the crowd increased again. And so people were struggling. Doctors could not even do anything. Crowd was much. People were trooping into the hospital. It was not even like the hospital compound, like the main hospital Ganga. People were trooping in. Crowd. Even we carrying the wife. We don't even see space. So myself, Regina Daniel, her mom, we came back. And so Regina Daniel came down from her car and was trying to make her way into the front. So I think those people at the front, they had not seen her before. at that whole scenario. They saw it landing and started screaming. As they were screaming from that front, the people behind thought that they were screaming that Junior Pope is alive. Those people.
Una see the confusion where that guy cause, ba? Or na Stanley, waiting that they call am. Una see the confusion. Chai, this thing was just maybe if not for all this confusion, Junior Pope will not buy. Eh? To see the carry and go hospital straight, they would have known what to do. Hi, God. Oh. It is well, oh, it is well, my correct people them. It is well. All waiting, we just they talk now, maybe not, maybe this, maybe that. But Kai, this thing, Pope don't go, be say don't go. I feel so sorry for his mom, only son, can't buy so early. Sometimes when you true look this life, you go no say no balance. I dey tell you, you go no say no balance. Left the world so early, my correct people them. So early. Now where the mama go down, they happy. Oh, my son has made me proud. Oh, don't build fine house where mama go they come holiday. See her grandchildren, play with them. And so mama don't go. Hey, yeah. It's well, oh, my correct people them. It is truly well. Waiting we go talk again now. If no be is well, waiting we go talk. Ah, wow. All right. Una, thank you for watching. Una, stay beautiful. Una, bye.